I'm going to get into like conspiracy mode here because like there are all these different modern remake Disney films. They have different directors and they have different credited writers as well. But there's clearly, forgive my pun, there's clearly someone pulling the strings, orchestrating exactly what these should be. I don't know if it's like someone higher up or someone like ghostwriting all of them, or like maybe there's just like a checklist, but it would be such a weird checklist because like every single one of these is so consistent in terms of like what they get wrong and how annoying they are. So the over explaining of every single like detail, like, oh yeah, things that they thought they were addressing but were never like plot holes and nobody actually cared about them, like the name Pinocchio, Han Solo. Cruella did the exact same thing. Just like The Lion King, just like every single other one of these Disney remakes, they make things way too morally obvious. So like any nuance that was in the original films, like the Pleasure Island scene with the donkeys, they're like, okay, we're gonna have the kids obviously bad, and they're gonna say we enjoy being bad kids, essentially. But in the original, it was like, no, they were just like having fun and like being kind of rebellious. They weren't actively consciously being like, heh, we're being bad. They were just like, oh, we're having fun eating candy. It was like, some sort of moral lesson against like, oh, this might feel good to you at the time, and you might not think that there's something wrong with it, but maybe there is something wrong. Like that's a more complex or more nuanced moral lesson, but they make it just so painfully obvious they can't leave any shred of of grayness to an issue. It's just got to be black and white. Like it's bad, and we're gonna make sure you all know it's bad. It's the exact same thing they did with the like fucking Hakuna Matata in the Disney remake. They're like, well, actually, it's bad to do this. So
yeah, it's crazy. A film from the 40s has more nuance than a movie made.
They strip it away.
This year.
It's a part of the checklist somehow. I don't know why.
Right. They like strip away the personality of it all, and yeah, it's just very sad to watch. It's